There we go. Hi there, Lars here. First off, a very happy new year to all of you. I would like to thank you for all your very kind, very positive responses and comments to the few videos I put up here during the holidays. I've been very happy about them. I think I've been reflecting to all of them. There might be one or two that slipped my radar, but I'll get back to them. Also, I would really like to thank Jay for putting up this Secret Santa thing. Apart from the fact that it's been fun joining, fun playing along with, fun seeing what was going around, tobaccos to and from people in the community here. It has been a very great opportunity to learn a lot of you guys, to know about your channels. To many of you I might have never found because there's so many out there. So that in itself is a very good thing. And Jay, a very good tradition you started there. If you get my point. I like traditions. Okay, enough of that. I have no special agenda for this small video. I want to thank Jay, as I mentioned, and all of you, and I would also like to put a special thank you to James, to Astroman, for his very kind shout out in his actually not in his latest but his former video. That was very kind of you. Thank you. I really like the videos that James puts up. I take it that you're all familiar with them. Well, I like James, I like his style, I like his pipes and stuff, and it's almost like, at least for me, to watching, what should I say, the travel channel, because he's always taking us to all these, at least to me, exotic places where I would probably never go. So that really adds an extra dimension, and his editing and stuff is quite nice. So thank you for that. Okay, on to what I'm smoking. I'm smoking a small straight apple. It's a signature pipe from Former. He really likes the small straight apples, and for a good reason, because they are fantastic smokers. Let me see if I can give you a close-up on this little device here, like this, and there you go. Yes, there you have it. As you can see, it's a straight apple, a very small one. It was gifted to me by Hans in 2010, I think, and at that point it was totally virgin, meaning it was absolutely light, almost white. It's sandblast, and if I give you a close-up here, you can see the very nice grain on this thing. I like it a lot. Small straight apple. You will see them around. Maybe the darker ones and the rusticated ones. They're not overwhelming expensive. It's not a cheap pipe, but it is a pipe for life, and it is a fantastic smoker. In it, I'm smoking a Virginia Flake. It's not a big surprise, because that's basically what I'm smoking. This one, though, is rather interesting. I really like to switch between the young, light citrus Virginia Flakes, like the Golden Slice from Orlik, like the one I had in my last video, which was Solani, Virginia Perique. This one is it's very interesting, especially compared to the Solani, because there is a lot of similarities. They look almost identically in the tin. I don't have a tin here, so I can't show it to you. I can do that the next time. It is Virginia, it is Perique, as most of the tobacco blends out there. It really doesn't reveal in details how it is mixed and what's the what it is containing. Anyhow, it has not the same depth as the Solani, because it is outstanding, but it comes in many aspects very close to it. One of the big differences is actually price. It is a rather inexpensive blend mixture, so flake, there you go, compared to the Solani, and it is, I would think, a lot more available. It's the V.U. Larsen Navy Flake. Don't be surprised, or don't be fooled by the Navy in the name. When you have a Navy Flake, often it is cased with rum, but not in this situation. It is, if it's cased, it is extremely light, and there's definitely no rum in it. So what you get is a fresh, young, light Virginia Flake with Perique to give it this little peppery contrast, and it's quite nice. So that's what I'm having here. As you saw, I'm in my small shed in the forest, enjoying a wet and rainy day. So I hope you all are doing good. I will see you, maybe not that soon, because I have a lot of work to do in the coming weeks, but I'll be back. So enjoy your life, take care, see you later, bye. I'm not letting you go that easy. I forgot one thing. I promised to show you the knife I was using for my Secret Santa. If I can fire this one up again, I will try to do it. Yeah, like this. I was using, I think I mentioned that, a very small Spyderco, one of the latest knives from Spyderco. This is made to justify the Danish knife laws, which are quite strange. First of all, it has something to do with the length of the blade. I can't remember how long it is acceptable, but as you can see, not very long. Secondly, Danish law is saying that a knife must not be able to be opened with one hand. So there's no fancy mechanisms or small knobs I can dial the blade open with. I have to use two hands and open it like that. So for the third thing, the blade must not be locked, meaning that I would, if I'm forcing the knife into something, I very easily could get cut because it doesn't lock. It sits, no mechanism to lock or unlock it. Strange as well. Let me give you a close-up on this. There you go. You see the little Spyderco logo. This one is made in cooperation with two Danish knife makers, Ansø and Vox. It's quite nice that a company like Spyderco make cooperations with the knife makers, and especially if you're making something for a specific market like this, the Danish market. They are doing work with two of the, well, in this case, two of the most famous Danish knife makers. Maybe you're not very much into knives, but if you are, you would probably know that, like with pipes, Denmark is kind of famous also for their knife makers. So there you have it. Small Spyderco with a pretty good price tag. I suspect in the States it's around $60 or something like that. So it's a fairly inexpensive but a very nice knife. Speaking about knives, no, never mind. Let's take it. I was thinking about putting this in a different video, but it doesn't matter. Let's roll. And when I had my Secret Santa box opening, you might remember, if you saw it, that there was a couple of other boxes. One of them was a knife. Maybe you can see a small wooden box saying Opinel. There you go. The French, very well known, very inexpensive, very nice knife. Sometimes they make, well, based on the same concept, make different ones with different handle materials, olive wood, what have you. This one, let me put down the pipe. This one is, as you can see, made of horn, and it's actually very good looking, at least I think, very nice. So it makes it much more heavy to hold. It's the stainless steel blade. Let's see, there you go, Opinel. Very nice, very heavy, very strong, and this was gifted to me by one of our good clients, who has a very, at least I think, nice, interesting brick and mortar shop in Copenhagen, but also on the net, under the domain the good stuff shop.dk, and recently also the goodstuffshop.com. He has a huge variety of knives and outdoor stuff. You name it, he has it if it's good stuff. So you might want to check that one out. And finally, last box here. A pipe, as you can see. This is the Stanwell pipe of the year 2013. It is again J, as tradition calls for, designed by Tom Elting for Stanwell. This particular one is an interpretation of the bulldog shape. It comes, I believe, in a brown, a light, and a sandblast finished as well. You can see the little, if I can get close, yes, the little silver plate there saying 2013, and the silver F and S. And sadly, since Stanwell moved their production to Italy, sorry to say that, quality has been well, not as good as it was in the old days, and they are trying to save a few bucks here and there. For instance, the silver S in the stern. In the old days, it was actually a metal S inlaid in the acrylic stern. Now, as you can see here, it is just kind of stamped and filled out with silver paint. It's really not that nice, but it is a very good smoker still. Nice, light and easy. Stanwell Pipe of the Year 2013. So there you have it. Now take care, enjoy your life, and I won't bother you for a week or two. So take care, bye.